lesser born. But making it to the top is rare amongst the thousands of wannabe stars fighting to shine.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Like rising idol groups in the South. They're not the homegrown groups we know as bands. They are meticulously trained, carefully manufactured products to put to market at no small cost.
About $1 million New Zealand dollars to put together one group.
And you're attempting that?
Yes, which I'm doing at the moment.
From pop star to producer, the trainee is now the trainer. Haeri walked into the spotlight at 18.
I always loved being the centre of attention. I love being on stage.
But her childhood dream had an ugly reality.
The first thing, actually, I was told by management was you need to lose weight. Like, that was the first thing. That was before singing, that was before dancing, that was before anything. It actually said that on my audition sheet, -5 kilos. So, I was 53 kilos back then, completely honest, 53. And I had to make myself to 48 to match all the other girls.
How did you cope with that?
If I was still again, I would never be able to do it again. And if people watch this, they shouldn't be doing this. But I would wake up in the morning and go with like a little bread roll and then get to training and do all the scheduled thing. And at lunch, I wouldn't eat lunch. I would eat like an apple and those shake things, diet shakes. At about 6, I would have another diet shake and take vitamin, iron, and some other mineral pill.
Haeri threw everything into her quest for fame.
Those training times considered as very hard times because, you're never recognised. You think that you're ready, but management thinks you're not ready. And it's like, I want to debut, I want to sing, I want to be on stage, but you can't because you're a trainee. And so those years of time where you practice and you cry and you go through all these different feelings and emotions. Like trainees say that they have been in the dark until they have debuted.
Nice to meet you. It takes years to create the level of perfection the industry expects. Natural flair will only get a supergroup like the Wonder Boyz so far. Justin Bieber and One Direction all together. Their talent comes from relentless hard work and being beautiful. The boys' look is as formulaic as the girls.
The middle girl is the girl that's visually the most attractive, but I was never going to be one of the middle girls. Like, I knew it, management knew it, my mum and dad knew it, everyone knew it. These 16 girls with, really pretty looking, gorgeous, flawless girls. I wasn't one of those things. But I wanted to be. So I actually asked my management CEO back in the days why he's not letting me do surgery. He said, if you start, putting forward your nose or getting a nose job or stuff, your image is going to be blown away. You're going to be exactly the same as all those girls and you're not going to stand out.
Did not having plastic surgery hold you back?
Not going to lie, it has.
No surprise in a country obsessed with the wide-eyed look of the K-pop girls. This is Gangnam's Beauty Belt, where every building is filled with plastic surgery clinics. It's estimated more than half of all Korean women, including some as young as 15, have gone under the knife in clinics just like this. At only 26, Bora is preparing for plastic surgery. Dr. Chiao is one of 30 doctors in this clinic, each performing 10 of these procedures daily, enlarging eyes for the celebrity look. beauty is a big focus.
Yes, beauty is a big focus.
Striving to be the most beautiful became Haeri's only focus.
I wouldn't be eating anything, but I keep throwing up. And so my managers and stuff were really worried, like, why is she throwing up all the time? Why is she M.I.B all the time?
The pressure to be thin was her undoing.
I knew that having 3 meals a day isn't going to really make me a 48 kilogram superstar. It's going to make me a normal person.
Haeri was well down the path of self-destruction.
So I went to emergency hospital, and I can remember I weighed myself there like I was like a stick. I think I weighed at 46.7 then. And I know that I shouldn't have been happy, but I was really happy. Like, I was sick as hell, but I was happy that I was weighing 46.7. And I look in the mirror and it's like, I look disgusting too. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go anywhere because I look so disgusting.
As Haeri fell apart, so did everything she was striving for.
I had already to go back. I don't know, I really didn't have the courage to.
Was it like you burnt out?
In a way, yes. As I had already, had a little taste of fame, I really couldn't go back into the darkness. Like, I had already had performances, bands, stylists, managers, a big band that would take me around places. I didn't know if I could take on the training sessions again. And I wanted to become a producer.
She chose to step away from the spotlight and away from the darkness.
This is the space note that we've been working on. My goal is to be able to produce a group that would make it in the K-pop industry pretty big.
Super Sound is making it. Haeri's an empathetic producer, giving these girls a freedom she never had.
Our girls are allowed votes, and we don't check on who they contact. Our girls can live with their families. They don't have to live together in their own dorm and stuff.
She's trying to shift her focus.
Like, I want to be more pretty, I want to be more skinny, and I think that's a perfectly normal thing for a girl like me to be thinking. But I'm actually learning more to be happy with myself, like, not in terms of beauty, but in terms of every other thing. I'm starting to learn to feel happier with myself without, the surgery looking stuff, which I'm actually kind of feeling proud of myself for lately. I don't know what you call it, but there's this new kind of feeling when I see the girls doing really well. Because I would want them to go way further than MaskOT did. And I would want to experience producing more groups in the future as well.
The secret's out. Korea's exporting quality acts designed for your ears and your eyes.
White people do pop, and black people do the soul and the hip-hop. Whereas Asians don't have a genre. Now, it doesn't matter anymore. The barrier of that is broken now, and which is why it's acceptable for people like Psy to be doing, pop music.
And now fans around the world are riding the Korean wave in this turbocharged pop market.
Now, a big thanks to the Asian New Zealand Foundation for their assistance in getting us to Korea for that story. Next up on 2020, the help and the outrageous demands of the super rich.
One guy